Finally, after a long period of speculation about Binance listing Pi coin, now Binance has officially unveiled new listing standards. This means that as soon as Pi Network meets the required criteria, we could immediately see an official announcement from both sides confirming that Pi coin has been listed on Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume and a major force shaping the future of digital assets. Pioneer, these are not just my words. As you can see on this verified website, it clearly shows that Binance outlines its listing framework, offering Binance Alpha, Futures, and Spot. The cryptocurrency world just shifted dramatically, and Pi Network is at the center of it all. Binance, the absolute titan of crypto exchanges with the highest trading volume globally, has just unveiled revolutionary new listing standards that could catapult Pi Network into the mainstream spotlight. Pi Network's commitment to inclusivity, innovation, and community engagement makes it a strong candidate for Binance's platform. Should it pass the exchange's selection process, Pi Network could experience a surge in growth, visibility, and credibility, paving the way for its future success in the global cryptocurrency market. If you're holding Pi tokens or mining Pi on your phone right now, what I'm about to reveal could change everything you thought you knew about Pi's future. What's happening, Pi pioneers? Let's first take my time greet and welcome you all to the most important Pi Network update you'll hear this month. Whether you're turning from the Canada, Philippines, United States, South Africa, India, Nigeria, Indonesia, Kenya, or anywhere else on this beautiful planet, I'm absolutely buzzing with excitement to share this groundbreaking news with you today. You can join our community by subscribing and ring notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, comment Pi Network to the moon, along with your country, to paint this comment section with flags from every corner of the planet. I'm Nathan, and in the next several minutes, I'm going to break down exactly why Binance's new listing framework reads like it was written specifically for Pi Network. I'll reveal the 3 critical pillars that Binance now demands from every project, show you how Pi Network doesn't just meet these requirements, but absolutely dominates them. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Pi Network might be closer to a major exchange listing than anyone realizes. Stay with me, because the final revelation will blow your mind. Let's now get started. Let's talk about what just happened in the crypto world. Binance isn't just any exchange, they're the driving force that literally shapes the future of digital assets. When Binance speaks, the entire cryptocurrency industry listens. Their recent announcement about updated listing standards represents a seismic shift in how digital assets will be evaluated and selected for their platform. This isn't just another policy update, this is Binance drawing a line in the sand and saying they will only work with projects that demonstrate exceptional quality and long-term viability. The new framework centers around 3 fundamental pillars that every project must master. The first pillar focuses on project fundamentals, which means Binance is scrutinizing the core team, the clarity of mission, and most importantly, the real-world utility that the cryptocurrency brings to actual users. They're not interested in speculation or hype anymore. They want projects that solve genuine problems for real people. The second pillar examines tokenomics with surgical precision. Binance wants to see how tokens are distributed, managed, and sustained over time. They're looking for economic models that aren't just clever on paper, but actually work in practice to create lasting value for both users and investors. The third pillar measures market performance and community engagement in ways that go far deeper than simple trading volume. Binance wants to see organic growth, authentic user participation, and communities that are building something meaningful rather than just chasing quick profits. This strategic shift represents Binance's commitment to creating a more sustainable and responsible cryptocurrency ecosystem where only the highest quality assets are allowed to flourish. Now here's where things get absolutely fascinating, and why I believe Pi Network is positioned perfectly for this new era. When you examine Pi Network against Binance's 3 pillars, it's almost as if the Pi development team had access to Binance's internal requirements years before they were announced. Starting with project fundamentals, Pi Network has built something truly revolutionary that goes far beyond traditional cryptocurrency mining. While Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies require massive computing power and energy consumption that puts mining out of reach for ordinary people, Pi Network has democratized the entire process through their innovative mobile mining approach. This isn't just a technical novelty, it's a fundamental reimagining of how cryptocurrency can be accessible to everyone, particularly people in underbanked regions across the globe who have been systematically excluded from traditional financial systems. Pi Network's core mission of building an inclusive financial system resonates with millions of users worldwide, especially in emerging markets where access to banking and investment opportunities remains severely limited. This vision has translated into exponential user growth that most established cryptocurrencies can only dream of achieving. The platform has successfully created a community-driven ecosystem where users aren't just passively mining tokens, they're actively contributing to network development, governance, and expansion. When we examine Pi Network's tokenomics, we see a sophisticated model that rewards early adoption while maintaining sustainable token distribution. Unlike many cryptocurrencies that suffer from poor economic planning or unfair distribution mechanisms, Pi Network has implemented a thoughtful approach that balances incentives for current users with long-term ecosystem stability. This careful balance between rewarding participation and maintaining economic viability is exactly the kind of strategic thinking that Binance's new framework is designed to identify and support. The third pillar, market performance and community engagement, is where Pi Network truly shines in ways that traditional metrics can't fully capture. Despite not being listed on major exchanges yet, Pi Network has managed to build one of the most engaged and rapidly growing user bases in the entire cryptocurrency space. This organic growth represents something incredibly rare in the crypto world: authentic community building that happens because people genuinely believe in the project's mission rather than just speculative trading opportunities. The convergence of Binance's new standards and Pi Network's existing strengths creates an incredibly compelling case for why we might see Pi Network listed sooner than most people expect. Binance has made it crystal clear that they're no longer interested in listing projects based on hype or short-term market movements. They want projects with solid fundamentals, innovative approaches, and genuine community support, which describes Pi Network perfectly. The implications of a potential Binance listing for Pi Network extend far beyond just another trading pair being added to an exchange. We're talking about a validation that would instantly elevate Pi Network's credibility within the global cryptocurrency community. Binance's rigorous vetting process means that securing a listing there represents a stamp of approval that carries weight with investors, developers, and users worldwide. Access to Binance's massive global user base would provide Pi Network with unprecedented exposure to millions of potential new users who might not have discovered the project otherwise. This exposure could accelerate Pi Network's growth trajectory exponentially, bringing the project closer to achieving its ambitious goals of financial inclusion and cryptocurrency democratization. A Binance listing would also solve one of the current challenges facing Pi Network holders, which is the limited options for trading and liquidity. While the focus has rightfully been on building the network and growing the user base, eventual trading opportunities on major exchanges represent a crucial step in Pi Network's evolution from an experimental mobile mining project to a fully fledged cryptocurrency with real market presence. The timing of Binance's announcement feels particularly significant given Pi Network's current development phase. The project has been steadily building its foundation, expanding its user base, and developing real-world applications for the Pi token. This groundwork positions Pi Network to not just meet Binance's new standards, but to excel under them in ways that showcase why community-driven, accessible cryptocurrency projects represent the future of digital finance. What makes this potential Binance listing even more significant is how it aligns with Pi Network's original vision of creating a truly global and inclusive cryptocurrency ecosystem. Pi Network wasn't designed to be just another speculative digital asset traded by wealthy investors with sophisticated mining equipment. It was built from the ground up to democratize access to cryptocurrency for people who have been historically excluded from the traditional financial system. Any price pump from these exchange listings is going to last only a few days unless we see real action from the Pi core team. I know this sounds harsh, and I might get some hate comments for saying this, but it's the absolute truth. The Pi core team has been way too quiet for way too long. They disappear for months at a time and then pop up with minimal updates. This strategy might have worked in the early days, but we're in a different phase now. The community needs constant engagement, regular updates, and visible development progress. Think about it logically. You could have Pi Network listed on every major exchange in the world, you could even have it listed on the moon, but if the development team isn't actively communicating and showing progress, the community will lose faith. We're not just holding tokens here, we're holding pieces of a vision, and that vision needs to be reinforced constantly. The crypto market moves fast, community sentiment changes daily, and people's perspectives shift every single day. Right now, we're seeing global changes that could impact everything. Speaking of global changes, let's talk about something that's happening right now that could massively benefit Pi Network. Donald Trump has introduced comprehensive digital assets policies that are clearly favorable to cryptocurrency adoption. This isn't just political talk, these are actual policy frameworks that could accelerate mainstream crypto adoption. The timing couldn't be better for Pi Network exchange listings. We're entering an era where government support for digital assets is becoming reality, and Pi Network is positioned to benefit from this shift. But here's what's driving me crazy about our current situation. The world is going through massive changes, crypto adoption is accelerating, government policies are becoming favorable, and major exchanges are showing interest in Pi Network. This is the perfect storm for success, but only if the Pi core team stays active and keeps delivering updates. The community needs to see consistent progress, not radio silence followed by sudden announcements. Let me paint you a picture of what's happening in the broader crypto landscape right now. We're seeing institutional adoption, government acceptance, and mainstream media coverage like never before. Major corporations are adding crypto to their balance sheets, countries are creating favorable regulations, and traditional financial institutions are offering crypto services. Pi Network has the potential to ride this wave, but only if the team maintains momentum and community engagement. The domain auction system is ending on the 28th of this month, and this could be the catalyst we've been waiting for. Once the bidding period is over, we might see the migration system update that everyone's been anticipating. This technical milestone could be the green light that exchanges need to move forward with their Pi Network listings. The timing is absolutely perfect. Domain auctions ending, migration system updates, favorable government policies, and multiple exchanges showing serious interest. Here's what I think is going to happen, and this is based on months of analyzing signals and patterns. We're going to see the first major Pi Network exchange listing within the next few weeks. HTX is my top pick for the first announcement, followed closely by Qcoin and CoinX. Binance and Coinbase will probably wait to see how the market responds to the initial listings before making their moves. This is actually smart strategy. Let the smaller exchanges test the waters first, then come in with the big announcements. But remember what I said earlier about the Pi core team. These exchange listings are just the beginning. The real success will depend on how the team handles the increased attention and market pressure. They need to be ready with regular updates, development progress reports, and community engagement. The crypto community is unforgiving when it comes to projects that promise big but deliver little. The bottom line is this: we're closer than ever to major Pi Network exchange listings. The signals are clear, the timing is perfect, and the market conditions are favorable. But our success isn't guaranteed just because we get listed on exchanges. We need the Pi core team to step up their game and keep the community engaged. We need regular updates, transparent communication, and visible progress on development milestones. What makes this potential Binance listing even more significant is how it aligns with Pi Network's original vision of creating a truly global and inclusive cryptocurrency ecosystem. Pi Network wasn't designed to be just another speculative digital asset traded by wealthy investors with sophisticated mining equipment. It was built from the ground up to democratize access to cryptocurrency for people who have been historically excluded from the traditional financial system. The beauty of Pi Network's mobile mining approach becomes even more apparent when viewed through Binance's new listing criteria. While other cryptocurrencies struggle to demonstrate real-world utility beyond trading and speculation, Pi Network has already proven its ability to engage millions of users in meaningful economic activity using nothing more than their smartphones. This grassroots adoption model represents exactly the kind of innovation that Binance's updated framework is designed to identify and support. Consider the global implications of what Pi Network has achieved without even being listed on major exchanges. The project has successfully onboarded users from virtually every country on Earth, creating a truly international community that transcends traditional geographic and economic boundaries. This organic international expansion demonstrates Pi Network's potential to fulfill its mission of building bridges between different economies and providing financial opportunities to people regardless of their location or economic status. The community-driven nature of Pi Network's development also sets it apart from virtually every other cryptocurrency project in ways that directly address Binance's emphasis on authentic engagement and long-term sustainability. Pi Network users aren't just passive token holders waiting for price appreciation, they're active participants in building and governing the network itself. This level of community involvement creates a foundation for long-term success that speculative projects simply cannot replicate. Pi Pioneers, what we're witnessing, represents a perfect alignment of vision, innovation, and opportunity that rarely occurs in the cryptocurrency space. Binance's new listing framework essentially validates everything that Pi Network has been building toward since its inception. The emphasis on strong fundamentals, innovative tokenomics, and genuine community engagement reads like a description of Pi Network's core strengths. The potential for Pi Network to secure a Binance listing isn't just about trading opportunities or price speculation, it's about recognition that mobile-first, community-driven cryptocurrency projects represent the future of digital finance. When Pi Network eventually achieves this milestone, it will mark a turning point not just for the project itself, but for the entire cryptocurrency industry's understanding of what makes a digital asset truly valuable and sustainable. I want to hear your thoughts on this incredible convergence of events. Are you as excited as I am about Pi Network's potential to reshape how we think about cryptocurrency accessibility and community engagement? Drop your feeling in comment section. If this deep dive into Pi Network's alignment with Binance's new standards opened your eyes to the project's incredible potential, show your support by smashing that like button. Your engagement helps spread this crucial information to more Pi Pioneers worldwide. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to ensure you never miss important updates that could impact your Pi Network journey. The future of Pi Network has never been more promising, and I'm thrilled to be sharing this extraordinary journey with all of you dedicated pioneers. Keep mining, keep believing, and keep building the inclusive financial future we all deserve.